this is the code from the previous video, and we have made this function that calculates the area of a square, and I have said side 1, comma, side 2, and name for the arguments. And inside of this function, we are saying let area equals to side 1 times side 2. And right here, we are doing something. You see right here, I'm using my h1.innerHTML plus equals, and I'm printing that area followed by the name here, and you can see it on the page. So this is what we have done in the previous video. And usually when you use arguments in JavaScript, you use something called the return. So return, so the purpose of return statement is the value will be outputted by the function when it's called. So this will allow the function to make a result that can be used elsewhere in the code. Also, the return exits the function. So when a return statement is executed, the function stops running and exits at that point. So at this point, it's going to do this, and it's going to stop right here. So that's the point of the word return. So now I'm going to make another function. So I'm going to get rid of this. I'm going to comment it out for now, and I'm going to move this code down. So let's go to line 4 again. So now let's make a function that will say hello to the user. So I'm going to say function say hello. All right, and inside of the parentheses, we are going to say name, whatever the name is. So that's one argument, and I'm going to keep it like that. All right, so inside of this function, what we can do is we can say my h1 to change the inner HTML of that. So my h1.innerHTML equals to, then I'm going to use the backtick. So the backticks let us insert some code here. So I'm going to say $sign and 2 curly braces. So inside of the curly braces, we can do a calculation or add a string. So I'm going to say basically hello, and I'm going to add the argument name inside of these curly braces. So I'm going to say name. And right here, I'm going to ask you a question. Where should I add the word return? So it should always be here, because this will basically return the output and stop the function. So I have added the word return there. And now let's call this function. So I'm going to say hello and open 2 parentheses. So you see it says hello right here, but it says undefined. So we have not added an argument. So since we are adding a name, we are going to add 2 quotes and say Super Mario. So you see it says hello Super Mario. Let's call this function one more time. So let's go under it. I'm going to copy this same thing. So this one will say hello to SpongeBob. So I'm going to say SpongeBob. All right, so you see it says hello SpongeBob here. But you see now we are running this function twice, and you see it's printing only the last one. So do you remember our trick to append another one? So you add a plus here, so plus to the equal sign, and you see it's going to say hello Super Mario and hello to each of them, or it's going to say hello to each of them. No, now I can add a break here basically, and it will move it down. So hello Super Mario, hello SpongeBob. Right, so let's add a semicolon here and one here, and there you have it, everybody. So now I'm going to make this a comment and move it down. So again, on line 4, let's make a function. I'm going to say function find max. So this will find the maximum number in an array. So you open two parentheses and two curly braces. So now I'm going to say array. All right, so I'm going to add this argument, array, and this function will return something. So it will output something. This will return math dot max, and then you open two parentheses. So I'm going to say dot 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 array. Right, so array. So now we are going to call this function. So I'm going to say find max and open two parentheses. So now this function is returning this math max. And now we'll have to print this to the user. So to do that, I'm going to say my age1 the inner HTML equals to, and I'm going to move this return here. Where return should be at the beginning always. So it should always be like that. And find max, and I'm going to add an array of numbers. So 1, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8. Right? So 1, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8. So you see right here, now on the screen it shows you 8 because 8 is the highest number in our array. So I can change this from 8 to something else. So I can change it to 0. You see now 7 is the maximum or the highest number. For this reason, you are seeing it on the screen. Now, if I add another one, let's say 23, of course 23 will be printed out to the user because it is higher than all of these numbers in our array. Okay, everyone, so now we are going to make one more function before we end this video. So I'm going to comment this one out again and move it down. So let's go back to line 4. Now let's make a function that checks if a number is even or odd. So function is even. I'm going to open two parentheses and two curly braces. So now we will add a number. Of course, we'll input a number. So I'm going to type that in, number. I just typed that in inside of the parentheses, and that's our argument. So this function will return something. So we are going to say number percentage 2 equals to 0. Okay, so this is what it does, and this is how you check if a number is even or odd. So let's say true or false. So now let's print this out to the user. So I'm going to say my age1, the inner HTML equals to this. So my return will set this age1 to inner HTML and it's going to do this math thing. So now let's call this function. So I'm going to say is even and open two parentheses. So I'm going to say 2, add number 2. So number 2 is even, it says true. What about number 3? 3 is false. 3 is an odd number. What about 6? 6 is true, it's even, you can divide it, and there is no remainder there, so it's going to print true. If there is a remainder for our number, it's going to say false. Let's go with 11, it's going to be false because so this is an odd number. All right, everyone, so we have this function that checks if a number is even or odd, and we have this function that shows you the max number in an array, and we have seen it right here. And right here we have this basic function that says hello to the user. You see we are using this argument name, and we are saying hello to whatever the name is. Okay, and this function says hello to whatever the name is here. And we are calling the function by inserting the name here. Okay, everybody, so I hope that you have had a lot of practice today, and try to make a function that says hello to someone, and make sure that you look at this argument. So you see I've added name. You can say first name, last name, or whatever you want to do, and this is how you return it. So make sure that you use the word return. So your function will return something to the user, and it's going to stop here. So now even if I say my age 1, the inner HTML, hello world, you see this one will not work. So whatever you do after this return, it will not work. But now if I move this return down here, you see it's going to execute the last one, which is right here. So I hope that you like this video, everyone, and I'll see you in the next videos.